villagers land by taking the cheers from the crowd. You started from the bottom, now you're reaching the stars. And you take hours of dedication, but it'll be worth that celebration. Oh baby, they can't stop, but they can't catch. Life won't all beat. Dedication is the key. You break down as a breakthrough. So tonight you dream, and tomorrow do you remember that struggle today. Maybe the struggle for tomorrow, and in the end we only got the chance we didn't take. So tonight you dream, and tomorrow do you. Oh baby, 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 that trophy's long overdue.
Of remembrance. Remember when we were little children, when we could be anything imagined. A mermaid, a dragon, a princess too. Our colored world was bright, shining, and new. Remember when there wasn't a care in the world, when a problem could just cease to exist. We could fly away to different lands, soaring through the blue sky before us spanned. I think of what we go through now, the stressing work of every tiring day. My wings are clipped, I'm stuck on the ground. I dream of the days when we were spellbound. Remember when we could be anything. Remember when we could fly, wing in wing. Slam.
They put me in the oven to bake, me a deprived and miserable cake. Feeling the heat, I started to bubble. Watching the others, I knew I was in trouble. They opened the door and I started my life, frosting me with a silver knife, decorating me with candy jewels. The rest of my batch looked like fools. She picked me up and took off my wrapper. Feeling the breeze, I wanted to thank her. Opening her mouth with white teeth inside, this is the day that this cupcake has died.
The time, the money, the fans, all the things that make the game. Players who strive to reach their goals. Practice, practice, practice makes perfect. Climbing the standings to reach the top. Off the field, on the field, determined to win. Not just a team, but also a family. Slam.
Don't laugh at me! Okay. When I was a little kid, I wished upon a star. I dreamed of all the possibilities, even from afar. I wondered what it would be like to have a day of work, but little did I know it would make me go berserk. I used to be scared of monsters under my bed, but only now I realized they were only in my head. I used to like dress up and playing at the parks, but now I have to worry about getting good marks. Without responsibility, I was free to dance and try, and I missed my day of rainbows and flying in the sky. Slam!
Behind the curtain, I watch ballet dancers that I always used to look up to as they perform their routine beautifully. Behind the curtain, I think about my dance and how I glide across the stage and twirl into a world that lives only in my imagination. Behind the curtain, I wait for my dance, trembling, not because of distress, but because the world of my imagination has finally become a reality. Slam!
Hope gives you a chance. Never give up hope. Giving up hope would be like a fish that gave up swimming. It would get you nowhere. Keep pushing through the hard times. Don't let fear control you. Hope is everywhere. Hope is in the sun rising every day. Birds singing is hope. Snow melting, leading to spring is hope. Hope is the key. Slam.
Dusk and day becomes night, the light of day becomes dark and less bright. The images of today fade into tomorrow, and everything you didn't do make you feel sorrow. The dreams in your head, the nightmares that aren't kind, scare you all night like illusions in your mind. They stay with you for hours and will never leave your side. They swarm around you like a strong current tide. When you wake up in the morning, all the dark vanishes. You remember nothing of the dark swollen figures that punishes. When you awaken, your sheets are cold and damp. Think about your nightmares when you finally turn on your lamp. Seconds turn to minutes and minutes turn to hours. Don't let the illusions in your head scare you and make you cower.
I ruffle up my wing as I begin to sing. Let me out, I cry. I want to stretch my wings and fly. I watch as she opens my door and take off without one glance at the floor. Up, 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 I'm soaring through the air. For humans to not have wings is truly unfair. I perch atop the windowsill and look at the world all snowy and still. There's no greater gift than to be a bird. If you think differently, then don't say a word. I fly and fly and fly. I imagine I could brush the sky. But for miles my song can be heard. There's no greater gift than to be a bird. Slam.
Next day he was gone. He was my heart, but my heart's now gone. Love me more than bees of honey, so he said. But then he loved with one simple buyout bid. Once my heart left, I thought, why do I need it? It broke me down, but it also brought me joy. Love me more than bees of honey, so he said. But when he left, tore me apart he did. Now he found a new girl, my heart will never be the same. I still see the love in his eyes and will always feel the pain.
To write this poem, every time it would start, my mind would just roam. I wanted each word to rhyme with another, but when I would finish, it was one messy smother. I would have an idea, but another would replace it. Soon the light in my head was no longer lit. A blank page still in front of me, and still no ideas after hour 3. My eraser was nothing but a small stump after countless mess-ups and road bumps. That's when it hit me to write about this, how every idea I had was a swing and a miss. Maybe next time my mind would find a better topic, instead of swimming in a sea of thought like fish in the tropics.
Slam! I dived into the water and opened my eyes to reveal a lively and wonderful surprise. The water surrounds me in an elegant blue, and fish swim around me in every different hue. The sand and the seaweed tickle my feet, and I laugh with each new creature I meet. The schools of fish swim by in colorful streams. I feel like I'm in one of my dreams. I have a great deal of fun with each new friend, but soon my adventure must come to an end. With tears in my eyes, I say my goodbyes, and to the shimmering surface I rise. I love swimming in the ocean where I can be free, but on land is where I was meant to be. I climb out of the water and instantly yearn for the day that I can return. Slam!
Babies crying, mothers weary, saving lives, making people cheery, elderly people living off of chili, little kids watching Free Willy, children getting shots in Fontainebleau. People pass by, I watch and I see. Slam.
Narrative poem, that's what I have to do. It's some trouble for me, but maybe not for you. A game to most people, that's what writing is, but when you're not creative, it's as sad as Les Mis. Bang! An idea comes. I know what to write. I'll get this assignment done if it takes me all night. But wait, I've heard this before. My friend is doing something like this. I think I'll go slam my face on that door. I suppose I should get this done, but I don't know how. This has made me really sad. I feel as dumb as a cow. No poem for me. I'll never get done. Oh, wait. I've just written one!
Books are magic in the form of words. They can take you away to an amazing place. Take a minute, maybe even read to the birds. Take your time, it's not a race. Thanks to the authors and the writers who block out the bad things in living. They're basically reality fighters. You can write too, please be just as giving. Slam.
Frozen tundra, whirling, twirling, dancing in the frozen air while sunlight filters through the dark clouds. Oh my god. Wind rushes through the trees. The wind starts tugging at my hat. I rush inside. Birds, cold outside. Birds, cold. While wind whirls round and around outside of the window, and snow drifts across the ground. Slam.
Sits on the bed. How come he's tearing at the seams? He's made of nothing more than fraying thread. Nothing's really as it seems. A baby doll sits on a chair, cracked and broken. It's made of forgotten dreams. They can't meet its dreadful stare. Nothing's really as it seems. A toy train lays on its side. Its face is trapped in a perpetual beam. They don't know how hard he's tried. Nothing's really as it seems. All of you forgotten toys, all forgotten by girls and boys. After years of holding down our vengeance, it's time for us to get our For years of holding down our temperance, it's time for us to get our vengeance. Slam.
To the sky, see fledgling turn to adulthood. Many years go by, still looking at the sky. The free fall way of life, not a character or a concern. A wish to escape to the place I had heard. I go to this place, now in the sky. I'd reach the escape of life looking high. I soar to the sky, looking down on the earth. Now a worry at mine, not a feeling that hurt. Engines are humming, the buttons are beeping. I knew this time would come, I said when weeping. I look back to the time when my future wasn't bright. Now the runway is before me, and I'm ready to take flight. Slam.
At the park one day, the heat and warmth of the month of May, slowly strolling and talking to a friend I knew, suddenly the day turned gloomy and blue. A brisk summer wind stole my hat, it flew and flew, landing in the mouth of a house cat. I sincerely wish it hadn't been true, but that very hat had been given to me by Grandma McHugh. As if things couldn't get worse, it began to rain. Of course, I thought, especially for a state like Maine. Slowly trudging through a train of thick black mud, I felt alone with only a friend, reminding me of the Bangor flood. Slowly strolling through the park and talking to a friend I knew, suddenly with white clouds, the day turned sunny and new.
Oh, the lights flicker. I look over my shoulder and see the thing that makes me frightened. I look straight ahead and move even quicker. I feel my muscles tighten up. Everything fades away. Oh, I can't remember it.
Look at my face.
Get my eyes open, a new day starts, my dreams are broken. Until the night my dreams are frozen, I'll be running through a hall as deep as an ocean. Slam.
Hours and hours of dedication, striving for greatness. It takes great people to make a great nation, and hours of dedication. I can tell you it's hard, but I can tell you it's worth it. Driving, being courageous. You and me will work to give birth to it. I can tell you it's hard, but it'll be worth it. Serving and dreaming and serving. Going and going, we're going to be growing. Moving and speedily moving. Faster to the goal. I don't want to be a king yet, I'd rather be a servant, rather be a builder, building a better place. I want the street scene passing by. I'll do anything just to stop the cries. Show the truth through their own eyes. Cause there's so much more than just a passerbys. I don't want to be a king yet, I'd rather be a servant, rather be a builder, building a better place. Woots, it's striving, going, dreaming, moving, faster, speedy, going, faster to the goal. Yeah, that's do this right. Yeah, I'm ready. That's it.
I spark behind my eyes, a light that never dies, a fear that never flies, a girl who can't tell lies, the girl with the big blue eyes. I remember a boy who doesn't care, a boy who's always there, the boy with the chocolate hair, the boy as soft as air. I remember they'd share their art, they'd never part, and their fire would never end. I remember a girl brighter than the sun, a girl brave and filled with fun, a strong girl, stronger than anyone. I remember a boy with golden hair, a boy willing to dare, a boy who's fun and fair, the boy who's always there. I remember. Slam.
All the chatter, trying to think, forgetting about the subject matter, looking up at the gavel, preparing for this long battle, concentrating on the judge, trying to get his opinion abudged, listening to the defendant won't stop citing the Second Amendment, walking up as a witness, watching his pride quickly diminish. Please forgive me is what he said. Sorry doesn't help when you're sleeping in a prison bed.